Hello everybody, you're here with Claru Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today is an episode I'm going to try for the very first time this Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This has SPF 30 and I've seen very high reviews and very simple, very travel friendly. So I'm interested on trying it on here with you all today. So if you're interested in this, please keep on watching and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. So with this, I will be trying two different bronzers. I've tried them with you before, so nothing new, but just to give a little final look. But I'm really interested on this. So let's begin. I'm gonna apply it with my hand because it's a tinted moisturizer, and then we will see. The reason I'm trying or buying this for the very first time is because I will be traveling and I heard great things about this. Now, this is gonna be a little scary. Oh yeah, I remember, I'm gonna do it only on this side of my face so we see the difference. Today is not a good day for me, skin-wise. I don't know why. I think I put too much for only half of my face, but that's okay. So I bought this through the internet, this color. So I'm not sure if this will be my coloring. Just by applying it already, it looks yellow. Okay, I might not show you half and half because I did apply quite a bit. So I have to spread it both sides. Well, you sort of saw the difference, right? Now that it's spreading, it looks light. It sort of applied kind of a foundation, and then it became sort of a suntan lotion or a tinted moisturizer. So that's interesting. When I first applied, I was like, whoa, this has a lot of tint. But if I spread it out, it feels more as a suntan lotion. And I'm not seeing covering my redness. Of course, you can always apply a concealer. But what do you guys think? Wow. It gives you a very natural look. Like, I don't see glowy, I don't see matte, I don't see, yeah, it looks nice. It feels nice. And again, this was like a favorite for many. And I spoke to somebody at Sephora and they said this was the big time favorite. So, now, you know, I have been trying in my channel like Laura Mercier, the new one, and the Luna Plus and the Herborian. And so now I'm very curious, how does this feel in my skin for a couple of hours? Because most of them, because of the SPF, I feel like taking it off. It starts itching too much. This one, it doesn't feel like it's aggravating my skin so far. But I'm gonna have to see, but it looks beautiful. I mean, I would agree it's not drying out and enhancing my wrinkles, or it's not blurring them either. So I'm trying to find out, so then what is the real purpose of applying it? I mean, obviously the SPF. But tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a video on super goop products for suntan lotion. So we'll see. Because now I'm very curious almost to apply half of my face with this Nars and half with the Herborian or any of the others. Because if you remember when I did that comparison in one of my videos, Herborian was very close in looking as the #1, the Chanel. So they were gorgeous. I really like them. And this one is sort of like that. I mean, even though I thought the color was a little yellow for me, but now that it's on, I wonder if it just becomes your skin and it wouldn't have matter if I chose a little tone down or a little tone up. I mean, You tell me, do I look yellow to you? Do I look warmer? I mean, I guess a little bit, but here in person, I don't think I can tell much of a difference. Oh, wow. All right. So I wanted to be helpful in my review, but it seems that I feel a little as confused as you guys. I mean, because it performs beautiful, but I want to know if it's better than the other ones. So, oh boy. So what I'm gonna do, as I've done in the past, I'm gonna have to wear this all day, and then let me apply a little bit of the bronzers at least, right? So we can finalize the look and see how this wears. And then tomorrow, the next day, I will apply one side and with one and one side of the other, because we want to know which one is at the end of the story the most comfortable, right? So, but so far this is gorgeous. It's not irritating my skin, but it's not really covering some of my red, which is my big deal. But oh my God, it's so comfortable to wear. So I guess if you just want like an SPF protection, and just, I guess, a little bit of color or tinting or base. I don't feel it in my face. It does look nicer than when we first started. So it does something, but I'm trying to find out what. It almost like it moisturizes, because I feel my skin more moist. So that's good. But I'm not seeing blurring, which is okay. That's how I looked before, right? Very natural. Perhaps a tiny little bit. It neutralized my skin, so I don't see all these red patches, even though there's some red. But it did something. It's almost like maybe some of the, they're not freckles, they're sun stains from before, right? But some of those stains, or especially today that my skin was not good, I'm not sure. All right, well, let's apply some bronzing. I'm gonna apply Charlotte Tilbury on this side, and I wanna apply the Sisley on the other. Why? Because I wanna compare them. If they look too different, then we'll equalize both sides, so I don't look like a crazy woman. But since I will be traveling, like I was saying, I'm curious on what I'm gonna take with me. And since everybody commented, well, not everybody, but a lot of you commented and sent me messages that my makeup looked good last week, and I did use this bronzer. So now I was like, all right, let me use it again and see if this is a bronzer I'm gonna take to my trip. But I wanted to compare it to Sisley, because this Sisley Phyto Touch, I think, looks gorgeous. It really blurs and finishes the face. So I really wanted to compare this to. So, and because what is it about having a channel, right? To me, it's about finding out, because I have very bad memory. So I want to watch again, how did this run? How did this apply? How did this look? How does this compare? And so that's what we're doing. All right, so on this side, I have the Sisley, and on this side, I have the Charlotte Tilbury. Wow. Well, they look very similar. I mean, this one, I think it just looks a lot more natural, softer. This one gives me that sun tan sort of color. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this one starts warming up my skin, very, natural looking. And this one, it started contouring a little bit and just giving me a very natural look. Like, I don't think you would even notice that I have bronze out, but it doesn't make my skin look suntan, like I bronzed out. This one, it warms it up nicely. Oh, wow. All right, so now I know. So now let's equalize them, because I do believe they look different. You'll see. And it's not because I'm applying more with this Charlotte Tilbury. It's just how the products apply. Of course, I could have come up with the same effect probably if I really, really work at it. But you know me, I like nice and easy. Now I have to think about it, and I'm not very precise. So now I'm applying the Sisley on this side in that sort of shape, which is more neutral, cooler tone, more contour-like. And hopefully, with the combination of these two, we're blurring all the little wrinkles here and there that the Nars really didn't cover. I mean, I like it, it makes it natural, right? However, the other thing that I can do, and I don't have it here with me, but that's what I would do. Let me pull out the pink. This is not the color that I was looking, but this will be a good time to apply some of the Westman Atelier powder. Let's see if I have here. Yeah, I have here the pink bubble, but I would have preferred the cream, which is in my purse, but that's okay. I'm just gonna apply it a little bit. I'm trying to cover the redness and perhaps light up a little bit here. Did it do that? Yeah, but I brought that pink tone. See, I do like the other color for that reason. So then what I'm gonna do now is the Chantecaille, which is a little more yellow, and I'm just gonna, it's just a tiny bit. You know, I don't powder often, but in this case I'm powdering. Why? Because covering the red, and a little bit under my eyes. Let's see. Oh, I have a little hair of my brush. Yeah, I think that's starting to look nicer. So definitely, it's not that the Nars found Tinted Moisturizer needs powdering. It doesn't, because I don't feel it, and it's not wet or sticky or anything like that. But I am lacking some of the coverage. I think I could use some of my concealers natural, but I think this will be good enough. And so, oh, and by the way, I had in my lips a little bit of this Kiss Kiss Poppy Glow. You guys have mentioned that it's also one of your favorites. I love it. It is a recent discovery for me. I'm trying to see if it's Guerlain. I always, yeah, Guerlain. I always confuse them with Givenchy, but it's Guerlain. And I did end up buying 3 of this. I got lavender something, lavender glow, and then poppy glow, and then I got the fuchsia. But the one I'm wearing right now is poppy glow. I'm reapplying it just so you see. Yeah, they're not very long lasting on the color, but you do feel your lips continue to be creamy a lot longer than just the color shows. And but I really like them. For some reason I keep reaching for them, which is interesting. There's not an explanation of why intuitively you reach for certain products, right? Because it's not because of the color, it's not because of the creaminess. Sometimes it's just because your body or your instinct likes it more for some reason, maybe an ingredient, I don't know. But this is the final look for today. I just wanted to try the Nars with you, and I'm liking it more and more as time goes by. Why? I don't know. It's just setting in nicely. I do look a little yellow, so perhaps I needed a lighter color. But if it's a lighter color, even I don't think it'll cover even less of the yellow. But we'll see. What do you guys think? You think this is my color? I mean, I guess if I'm gonna be traveling where there's sun, because I need the SPF, warm is good, right? But I don't want it to look very different than my neck or my body. My body's fluorescent white. It's like Gasparine. Do you know the cartoon of Gasparine? It was the cartoon about a white ghost. It was in Mexico. I don't know if it was here too or where you are, but yeah, my body's very white, a lot more white than my hands and face. But yeah, well, that's all I have for you. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please ring the bell on the right hand corner. Please comment down below. Is this also a beloved product for you? Any thoughts? And the bronzing And I don't know, is this my color? All right, thank you for watching. Bye bye.